feels full of color. Every sky a softer blue. Every heart begins to open like a flower kissed by dew. Maybe life is just a garden where the smallest dreams can grow, and the love we give each other is the sunlight that we sow. Thank you, spring, warm and kind, for the peace we slowly find. Every heart begins to sing. Thank you, gentle spring. 아침 햇살보다 먼저 떠오르는 이름 하나. 피곤한 하루의 시작 입안에 녹아. 네가 와 비타민 놓은 내 하루의 이유. 쓰게 번진 맘을 달게 채워줘. 어디쯤 있을까 네 웃음의 비율. 조금만 더 넣어줘. 지하철 창문에 비친 초췌한 내 얼굴 보고 가방 속 너를 떠올려. 괜찮아질 것 같아 또. 비타민 놓은 내 하루의 이유. 쓰게 번진 맘을 달게 채워줘. 어디쯤 있을까 네 웃음의 비율. 조금만 더 넣어줘. 주머니 구석에 숨겨둔 말들 꺼내려다 다시 접어둔 편지. 언젠가 네 손에 가닿을까. 그날도 난 네 이름 삼키겠지. 비타민 놓은 내 하루의 이유. 지쳐버린 맘에 너를 다 넣어. 버겁던 오늘도 너 하나로 충분. 조금만 더 comes the quiet afternoon. Every breeze becomes a message. Spring will always come back soon. Even in the darkest season, hope is sleeping underground, waiting for the gentle sunlight where new life can still be found. Spring promise shining bright, turning every dream to light. Every heart begins anew with the promise true. Morning coffee by the window, watching petals drift away. Little moments full of wonder, start another gentle day. Thank you, spring, for the light, for the warm and quiet nights, for the flowers, for the breeze, for the calm and simple peace. Every street feels full of color, every sky a softer blue. Every heart begins to open, like a flower kissed by dew. Maybe life is just a garden where the smallest dreams can grow, and the love we give each other is the sunlight that we sow. Thank you, spring, warm and kind, for the peace we slowly find. Every heart begins to sing. Thank you, gentle spring. Walking down the blossom street, petals dancing at my feet. Every step a gentle rhyme in the poetry of time. Blossom street, warm and bright, filled with color, filled with white. Every heart begins to see springtime harmony. Open doors and cafe windows, music drifting in the air. Every passerby is smiling with simple happiness to share. Maybe every road we travel leads us where the flowers grow, where the sunlight feels like laughter and the quiet breezes blow. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Does the tree soft and sweet, petals dancing at our feet. Every heart begins to meet, spring on Blossom Street. Walking down the Blossom Street, 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 walking down the Blossom Street tonight. Walking down the Blossom Street, walking down the Blossom Street, walking down the Blossom Street, walking down the Blossom Street. Walking down the Blossom Street, 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 walking down the Blossom Street. Walking down the Blossom Street, petals dancing at my feet. Walking down the Blossom Street, 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 walking down the Blossom Street. The birds begin their chorus in the branches overhead. Morning writes a golden story on the paths where we have tread. Little spring song in the air, floating softly everywhere. Every heart begins to sing with the joy of early spring. spring song drifting free, like a soft melody. Every heart begins to sing with the joy of early spring. Warm April wind is calling through the quiet afternoon. Petals turning slow and dreamy, like a lazy, gentle tune. Warm April wind, so kind, leave the winter far behind. Every heart begins to sing with the warmth of April wind. Open windows in the city, let the sunlight wander through. Every breath feels full of promise, every sky a deeper blue. Maybe seasons come to teach us how to bloom and how to grow, like the flowers in the sunlight, learning slowly where to go. Warm April wind tonight, turning every dream to light. Every heart begins again with the April wind. Soft cherry sky above the city, petals floating down like snow. Every rooftop glows with color in the gentle sunset glow. Soft cherry sky, so wide, with the evening as our guide. Every dream begins to fly underneath the cherry sky. Coffee shops with golden windows, music drifting through the night. Every corner holds a sparkle, every star begins to light. Maybe life is just a journey through the colors of the spring. Every step becomes a story, every breeze a song to sing. Soft cherry sky above, shining down with quiet love. sunlight falling softly on your face. Maybe love is just a moment in a calm and gentle place. Quiet sunshine shining through, painting skies a hopeful blue. Every heart begins to say thank you for this day. Cherry petals start their dancing, spinning slowly through the air. Like a waltz, the springtime started, floating gently everywhere. Morning light upon the rooftops shines like ribbons made of gold. Every breeze becomes a story waiting quietly to be told. Pedal walls, soft and slow, through the quiet streets they go. Every heart begins to sway in the springtime ballet. Pedal walls, calm and bright, turning gray skies into light. Every dream begins to rise like the dawn in pastel skies. Music drifting from the corner, coffee warming up the day. Every moment feels enchanted in a quiet, tender way. Like a dance the earth remembers from 1,000 springs ago. Life begins again in colors, soft and warm and glowing slow. Pedal walls drifting free like a gentle melody. Every heart begins to see springtime harmony. Cherry petals start their dancing, spinning slowly through the air. Like a waltz, the springtime started, floating gently everywhere. Morning light upon the rooftop shines like ribbons made of gold. Every breeze becomes a story waiting quiet to be told. Pedal walls, soft life begins again in colors soft and warm and glowing slow. Pedal on, drifting free, like a gentle melody. Every heart begins to see springtime harmony. Soft pink blossoms on the sidewalk, sunlight drifting through the trees, little clouds like cotton stories floating slowly with the breeze. People walking past the cafe, carrying their dreams along. Even footsteps feel like music, every street a quiet song. Winter's whisper fades behind us, colors waking everywhere. Tiny flowers brave and shining fill the gentle morning air. It's a blooming day today, all the worries fade away. Every heart can find a way in the light of blooming day. Blooming day, soft and bright, petals dancing in the light. Every dream begins to grow where the springtime breezes blow, where the springtime breezes blow. Someone laughs beside the doorway, someone hums a happy tune. Even shadows feel much lighter under skies of silver moon. Coffee cups and open notebooks, quiet thoughts begin to flow. In this calm and golden moment, hope begins to softly grow. Maybe life is like a flower, opening without a sound. One morning full of sunlight, beauty suddenly is found. Blooming day is soft and free, like a sweet melody. Every heart begins to say, thank you for this blooming day. Morning settles on the quiet cafe, sunlight painting lines of gold outside. Petals spin like secret stories softly being told. People walking slow and smiling through the breeze along the street. Tiny moments glow like lanterns where the sky and laughter meet. Every window holds a promise, every breeze a gentle song. The spring is whispering so softly, you were strong all winter long. Spring window open wide, let the warmer winds inside. Every heart begins to sing like the light of early spring. Spring window shining clear, bringing brighter colors near. stirs a cup of coffee. Soft piano fills the room. Every note becomes a flower. Every chord a quiet bloom. Outside branches sway like dancers. Greeting skies of pastel blue. Even time feels kind and patient in this morning, fresh and new. Maybe joy is simply breathing in a day that feels brand new. Maybe love is just a moment shared between the sky and you. Screen window open wide with the golden light inside. Every heart begins to sing with the warmth of early spring. 아침 햇살보다 먼저 떠오르는 이름 하나. 피곤한 하루의 시작 이 밤에 녹아. 네가 와 비타민 놓은 내 하루의 이유. 쓰게 번진 맘을 달게 채워줘. 어디쯤 있을까 네 웃음의 비율. 조금만 더 넣어줘. 지하철 창문에 비친 초췌한 내 얼굴 보고 가방 속 너를 떠올려. 괜찮아질 것 같아 또. 비타민 놓은 내 하루의 이유. 쓰게 번진 맘을 달게 채워줘. 어디쯤 있을까 네 웃음의 비율. 조금만 더 넣어줘. 주머니 구석에 숨겨둔 말들 꺼내려다 다시 접어둔 편지. 언젠가 네 손에 가닿을까. 그날도 난 네 이름 삼키겠지. 비타민 놓은 내 하루의 이유. 지쳐버린 맘에 너를 다 넣어. 버겁던 오늘도 너 하나로 충분. 조금만 더 머물러. Morning dew along the pavement. Birds are singing overhead. Tiny flowers start appearing where the winter once had spread. Through the cafe glass reflections, golden sunlight softly flows. Every quiet passing second feels like poetry that grows. Little sparks of hopeful color bloom across the waking town. Every heart begins to wonder where the gentle winds are found. Gentle spring light shining through, painting skies in silver glue. Every dream gentle and easy, smiles exchanged along the way. Somewhere someone strums a guitar, welcoming the brand new day. Even time feels cold and tender, flowing like a quiet stream. In the soft and shining morning, life feels like a peaceful dream. Every blossom tells a story of a season brave and kind. Every breeze reminds us gently, joy is easier to find. Gentle spring light shining through, painting skies in silver blue. Every dream begins to rise like the sunlight in our eyes. Gentle spring light, calm and bright, turning shadows into light. Every heart can softly sing with the warmth of early spring. Maybe peace is just a moment where the sunlight meets the ground, where the world grows still and quiet and the sweetest dreams are found. Maybe love is softly blooming in the spaces we ignore, like the flowers in the morning, opening their hearts once more. Gentle spring light, warm and free, floating through eternity. Every heart begins to sing with the light of early spring. Cherry blossoms line the walkway, soft pink colors in the sky. Every step feels light and hopeful as the quiet clouds drift by. Through the window of the cafe, gentle laughter fills the room. Spring arrives without a warning, like a softly glowing bloom. Even hearts that once were weary start to feel a little light, like the flowers waking slowly after winter fades from sight. Blossoms smile, shining bright, floating softly in the light. Every dream begins to grow where the gentle spring winds blow. Blossoms smile, warm and true, painting skies a brighter blue. Every heart can start again with the bloom of springtime rain. Children running down the sidewalk, music drifting through the air. Someone humming near the corner, simple moments everywhere. Coffee cups and quiet stories shared between old friends and new. Every tiny joyful moment feels like something pure and true. Every blossom whispers softly, life is kinder than we know. Even shy and fragile flowers find the courage just to grow. Blossoms smile, shining bright, floating softly in the light. Every dream begins to grow where the gentle spring winds blow. flower in the sun, like a peaceful cup of coffee when the quiet day's begun. Maybe hope is always waiting just beyond the winter sky. Then one morning we discover spring has quietly arrived. Blossoms smile shining through, every dream begins anew, soft and bright for all to see, springtime's gentle melody. Morning sunlight fills the cafe, soft reflections on the floor. Someone opens up the window, letting in the breeze once more. Cherry blossoms drift like snowflakes, floating slowly through the air. Every petal tells a story of a season kind and fair. Little moments shining brightly like the sparkle in your eyes. Every quiet cup of coffee holds 1,000 gentle skies. Coffee and spring in the air tonight, petals dancing in the light. Every heart begins to sing with the warmth of coffee and spring. Coffee and spring, soft and sweet, sunlight falling at our feet. Life is simple, life is true in this morning made for you. People smiling as they wander through the quiet city streets. Every corner feels much brighter, every passing soul we meet. Someone plays a soft piano in the cafe down the lane. Gentle chords like falling petals, washing softly like the rain. Every bloom reminds us softly, hope is always on its way. Even after longest winters, love can find another day. Coffee and spring in the air tonight, petals dancing in the light. Every heart begins to sing with the warmth of coffee and spring. Coffee and spring, soft and sweet, sunlight falling at our feet. Life is simple, life is true in this morning made for you. Maybe joy is small and quiet, like the warmth inside your cup, like the breeze that moves the branches, like the sun that rises up. Maybe love begins so gently, like a whisper in the breeze. Then before we even notice, peace arrives with simple ease. Coffee and spring softly glow, petals drifting down below. Every heart begins to sing with the warmth of coffee and spring. it follows gentle plans. Tiny petals ride the soft wind, dancing down the quiet street. Every step feels light and easy, spring and I have finally met. Winter shadows fade behind us, soft new colors start to grow. Every little hopeful moment is a gift the seasons show. Petals in the morning air, floating softly everywhere, like a dream the sky once knew, painting life in brighter hues. Petals in the morning light, turning simple days so bright. Every heart can start anew with the springtime view. Someone laughs beside the window, music plays a quiet tune. All the world feels warm and tender, like a gentle afternoon. Little sparrows sing above us, trees begin their emerald glow. Even time feels slow and peaceful in this calm and steady flow. Every blossom tells a story of the courage just to grow. Even fragile little flowers find a way to gently show. Petals in the morning air, floating softly everywhere, like a dream the sky once knew, painting life in brighter hues. Petals in the morning light, turning simple days so bright. Every heart can start anew with the springtime view. Maybe hope is something quiet, like the sunlight on the street, like a calm and steady heartbeat, or a stranger's smile we meet. Maybe love begins so softly, like a breeze that passes by. Then before we even notice, spring has filled the sky. Petals in the morning air, hope and kindness everywhere. Every dream is shining through in the springtime view. Morning sunlight through the cafe window, cup of steam rising slow. Outside the streets awaken gently, petals falling soft below. A quiet breeze begins a melody, somewhere birds are singing too. Everything feels soft and hopeful, like the day is fresh and new. Little flowers whisper softly, winter didn't stay forever. Even fragile blooming petals find their way through every web. Shy spring bloom floating in the air, soft pink petals everywhere, like a promise warm and true. Life is starting something new. Shy spring bloom glowing in the light, turning simple days so bright. Love is slowly coming through with every little bloom. People walking with warm laughter, sunlight dancing on the street, someone humming Bible corners, soft and light and bittersweet. Every table in this cafe holds a quiet story too, tiny smiles and hopeful moments hidden in this gentle view. Even hearts that once felt heavy start to breathe a little more. Spring arrives so calm and kindly, knocking on each silent door. Shy spring bloom floating in the air, soft pink petals everywhere, like a promise warm and true. Life is starting something new. Shy spring bloom glowing in the light, turning simple days so bright. Love is slowly carrying through with every little bloom. Maybe hope is something simple, like warm sunlight on your face, like a quiet cup of coffee, or a slow unhurried pace. Maybe love begins so softly, like a breeze across the sky, before we even start to notice. Spring has already arrived. Shy spring bloom dancing in the light, turning little dreams so bright. Every heart can start anew, just like every bloom. Shy spring bloom, gentle and sincere, filling every moment here. Grateful for the day we knew the beauty of spring bloom. Morning sunlight through the cafe window, coffee steam rising slow. Outside the streets are waking gently, petals falling soft below. Morning sunlight through the cafe window, coffee steam rising slow. More outside the streets are waking gently, petals falling soft below. Morning sunlight through the cafe window, morning sunlight through. Everything feels soft and hopeful. Morning sunlight through the cafe window. Morning sunlight through. Oh, morning sunlight through the morning sunlight through the cafe window. Morning sunlight through. Morning sunlight through the cat. Morning sunlight through the cafe.